Hey everyone, welcome to your first Tip Tuesday of February. This month our theme is renovate or relocate, and we're really trying to focus on the sellers this month since we are gearing up for that spring market and helping them to decide whether they want to plan a renovation this year or if they want to move, aka relocate. This first script or video is all about what you should think about before a renovation. And these are things that people typically don't, specifically like resale value and if it's going to be a good return on investment, or if it will outprice them for the neighborhood. So use this script as more of a guide. Start with a story if you feel more comfortable doing that. We love stories. The algorithm loves stories, but try to be as authentic as possible, and don't come off as if you are like reading the script. So it can sound a little bit like this. Hey everyone, when planning a renovation, it's really easy to skip to the exciting steps of picking your finishes and choosing what design trends you want. But in order for any renovation to go smoothly, there are a few key things that you really need to think about before taking on such a project. Number one, know your goal. Are you planning this renovation to increase the resale value of your home? Are you planning on moving in within the first or the next 3 to 7 years? Or are you planning on making this renovation for you, knowing that you're going to stay in the home for a long time moving forward? You also have to consider if these renovations are going to be a good return on investment. If what you're doing is going to make you the most expensive home in the neighborhood and outprice you for where you live. Think about things like what you can and what you can't change. Location is one of those things that if you love your house, but you don't plan on staying in that location forever, it may be worthwhile looking at the market and what is out there to potentially make a move in the next few years instead of putting a ton of money into a renovation. Number two, know your budget. This is so important. Add a contingency in there and plan on using it because things do happen. Things go wrong. What you see in the HGTV shows, that is real life. Probably the only real life thing out there, but that is real. So make sure that you know your budget. Number three, know your limits. I am all about rolling up my sleeves and getting a project or getting dirty with a project, a do-it-yourself project. We all love those. They're so fulfilling. But there are some things that are just really meant for professionals. Anything that is electrical work that's past like an outlet cover plate should be done by a professional. We'll go into that a little bit more as I, through the month. So stay tuned for that. And then number four, do your research. So make sure that not only are you asking friends, family, neighbors about projects that they have done and their experience with that project, but also contractors. So there are a ton of contractors out there, some good, a lot of them are not. And you need to make sure that you do a ton of research to find one that is trustworthy. Ask all of your family, all of your friends, people that you know at work that have done a renovation, and don't just rely on testimonials. You need to talk to someone that has actually used that contractor in the past and get their experience with them. Also important to get their liability insurance. So basically, if you are thinking about doing a renovation, call me first. I have a ton of trusted vendors that I would love to recommend to you. I can also help you evaluate if your renovation could potentially price you out of the neighborhood. And then the best projects to bring the highest return on investment for your home. Because regardless if you're staying there 5 years or 25 years, you will at some point probably have to think about resale value. So stay tuned for more this month on if you should renovate or relocate, and I will talk to you soon. Pause, end. So as you can see, I did mess up throughout some of that. That's fine. People want to see your authentic self. You still come off as the professional in this field, and they're coming to you for advice. If you do mess up, that's actually one thing that shows your personality a little bit more and how you react to it. So go with what you feel is the best, but don't be afraid to have a little blooper now and then. Good luck.